Hello. We're drawing stuff tonight because I can hear myself. I can hear YouTube. There you go. All right. Yeah, we're doing Banshee Boost now. Turn the music down a little bit. Yeah. All right, that works. Yeah, we're doing Banshee Boost now. I just need to do that, yeah. So I need to find the resources. By that I mean references. So I'm gonna open up LibreWolf on my other computer and just pull the references with that. I need a little more of a laid-back stream tonight. One, because I need to get this done. Two, yeah, that's basically it. Let's see here. That would be a bad reference to look at. Thank goodness for Blue Sky. Alright. Media. There it is. Okay, that's alright, that's good. So now I can just like make these two separate windows and kind of just do that, and then the fuck do you snap the window? I'll just resize it. I'll just resize it so I could see the window. The fuck? Go. There we go. Alright, good stuff. I'm ready. I'm ready to do shit. So lately, I have had an obsession with playing on my 3DS. I didn't think I'd ever play on it again. Well, I did. And now I want a 2DS because I remember having one when I was younger, and they're objectively better to hold, honestly. Like, yeah, the 3DS XL. I'm holding it right now, but they feel fine to hold and stuff. And they're comfortable too. Well, Nintendo 3DS XL, but mine's kind of old, and it has. I kind of thought about it, and I was like, well, if I'm going to trade Pokemon on this, I mean, obviously, if I get a 2DS, I'm hacking it, but I think the 2DS would objectively just be better to hold, because you get like the bigger buttons, you get the you get more, like, the buttons feel like you're actually pressing them. Oh shit, I unplugged my headset. Oops. I fucking did it, like, from both sides. Holy crap. Got a little noise cancellation buffer. Well, it's not like a noise cancellation thing, but it's more like a, it's more like a thing that lets you, It's more like a thing that lets you, like, so you don't hear static in your headset. I got one of those. I have another one laying around somewhere, I just can't find it. You basically put that, like, in between the PC and your headset, and it kind of, like, takes all the static out. Like, sometimes some of it will go through, but, like, not a lot. It will not happen all the time. I kind of need to, like, get, like, a good general shape going. Now I've attempted to make a chat for YouTube. Speaking of which, I should probably move my Twitch chat down a tad. Nah, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. Anyways, YouTube chat, if it works, will be like horizontal, I think. So I think Twitch chat's vertical, but it'll be like horizontal, minimalist kind of stuff. So like that's the only solution I could think of for YouTube chat. I'm just not entirely certain if it will actually pop up, but it might. I don't know. Now I am looking at references, but like it's on the other computer, so I mean. There's some stuff, there's some good stuff right there. Tomorrow, assuming I get all these drawings done tonight, because I don't think I have that many left. Especially if I don't do full body drawings for like a good few of them, because there's like this one, and then I think there's like another one that I might not do. Draw 1 billion things. What I am gonna do. I mean, how many things do I have to draw? Let me check my notes. Meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Alright. So I have drawn meow. I have drawn 3 people so far, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. I have 8 drawings left to do before the 31st. This is what I might do. Tonight will be a drawing stream, and if I don't get it all done tonight, it'll also happen tomorrow. So I do at least at one point want to start playing a game at some point. I do want to do that. But I think I can do this tonight if I don't do full body drawings for all of them. Because lately I've just been doing full body drawings, and they have taken a little bit of time. This was the latest one. But like, some of them, if I don't do full body and I just do like the half body kind of thing, or like there's drawings that, holy shit, Gobbo basket, yes, the Gobbo, it's Zoe, it's Miss Baskerville, yeah, the brisket, but that's what I have done. I do want to kind of do a close-up for Babbies. Zoms might be like, I'm just gonna do what I need to do with these drawings and make sure they're done. You could go for a brisket right now. I have not had brisket very much. I think I only had it like once. I'll talk about the food. Alright, unfortunately, while I'm looking at this, I can't really access, I mean, I can access my toggles, but I'd have to like click on the thing and go like, oh wait, that's the wrong one. That's kind of uncanny. Alright, there we go. I need to fix something real quick. Yeah, surprise. I'm drawing with my my brain. How do I do this? How do you? I need to know how to like unclick one item, but like I'm just gonna do that, and then then we're just gonna move that down. That's impressive, yeah. Eventually, one of these days, I'll get a toggle to be able to do that. I just don't have the money for that right now. So this is what we'll do. This is what we'll deal with. You know, so I'm always looking away from the tablet because I'm drawing without looking at it. That's actually what I do. I don't have like an actual screen tab. I actually use like a regular tab. I'm looking at like my front screen and just not like looking at the other thing. Also, game capture works on Linux now. Thanks to somebody I'm gonna credit. That will be in the guide. Game capture now works on Linux for VTube Studio. That will be a bit. I think it's huge because like right now we don't have Spout 2 on Linux, but we do have game capture now. And it's pretty nice. I will say that it's pretty good because now I don't have to worry about green screening something. Now the part of the guide will have the green screen like window capture method as well if that's what people have to do. But like the game capture one will be right under it, and I have to do a write up on it. I'll probably do that like this weekend, as well as adding another thing that was just presented to me. There's been like 2 major developments for Linux VTubing right now that has happened in the less than 24 hours actually. It's fucking crazy and I'm all for it. It's crazy. I love it. Alright, let me look at these references. Let's see here. Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely looking better and better every day. Hell yeah. Because now I'm not even using a chroma key. Now I'm using actual transparency. I was fucking floored when I was like, oh shit, this works on the flat pack as well? Like, holy shit, like, it completely caught me off guard. It was like the night I wasn't streaming too. Like, it's like, it all lined up. Then I find out about it, and I'm telling the other Linux VTubers I talk to, and like, people that I talk to as well, like, oh shit, this works now, and like, it used to just be like, it works for VC Face, but did not work for VTube Studio. There's a lot of videos that state that it does not work for VTube Studio, but there was this one person who got it working, and got it working correctly. And now it works on my system too. So this proves this is not just a one system thing. This can work on every system. It's fucking amazing. It is crazy. It's amazing. Works on your machine, yeah. Did you know about the method of getting game capture working on VTube Studio on Linux? Because I don't think it's like a, I mean, if you did know of it, it's different, but like, it's not so much shared, because I think it was implied that people knew about it. Well, I didn't know about it. I've been using window capture. No, you're just saying on an old meme, ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, it's like... Definitely gonna have a placeholder, because this will definitely be the Master Sword. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a link to the past costume for this VTuber. But yeah, like, the fact that this stuff's working is amazing. Now, my only nightmare is all of a sudden, you know, they start changing, you know, things start changing repos and stuff stops working. That could be a nightmare. But I think that'd be fixed really quickly, actually. Considering flat packs are probably the most versatile kind of package that can be used on every system. Like, dead packages can only be used on Ubuntu and Debian, unless you convert them. Stuff on the AUR can only be used on Arch unless you convert it. Red Hat packages can only be used on Red Hat machines in Fedora unless you convert it. But Flatpaks can be used on everything. As long as you install the Flatpak dependency, it'll work on everything. And that's crazy, because that is that the Flatpak will definitely is like, the Flatpak is basically a Linux exe file at that point. It's not like a proprietary file. It's an exe file, because you know, like, a lot of exe files work on other computers most of the time, like other Windows computers. Well, Flatpaks works on like damn near every distribution that supports it. And if the Flatpak that works, like, say for Krita, which is the one I'm using on my Linux Mint machine right now, if you were to use the same program on my Arch like laptop or Fedora, it would just work the same, because it's the same thing. It's a repackaged program that has been coded to be more versatile to work on all these distributions that are modern. I don't know if you can do that with no idea if you could do that with other stuff, but like, it's definitely very interesting when it comes to that. This music is pretty good. Yeah. Booba Pat. That's funny. So how I do it is, the first layer of these drawings are literally, I draw whatever I want to, but they're more of me just trying to find the shapes. Which this is honestly, it's what pops up when I type Pat, so it's what you get, yeah. It's a 7TV thing, yeah. I don't think 7TV could pop up on that though. I think I can only see that on stream. I know it's enabled. I know that. It's definitely enabled for you. There's usually a setting on OBS. I mean, yeah, it's like BTTV, 7TV kind of thing. Stream. Yeah, I have it. Better TTV and Fraker Face Z. It doesn't have anything for 7TV though. Yeah. They need to update it so 7TV can be included, because there's a lot of 7TV emotes that don't really pop up correctly unless you like somehow make it changed or something. I don't know how to do that yet. Or I just didn't like look into it just yet, but yeah. I don't know. I'd have to like look into it. I could probably like do that like on a night I'm not streaming. But I think what I want the most right now, like, yeah, I do want Rivals of Aether 2, I do want web fishing, but I kind of just want a 2DS, because like, yeah, I have a 3DS, right? But these things are gonna eventually be really hard to find, and I definitely want to have at least a couple extra systems so I can be like, okay, I have stuff to last me a while, you know? Because motherboards can die, shit can happen, it could be like a terrible time to try to find this kind of stuff. But right now it's not that bad. I kind of wish I bought one last year, because last year 2DSs were like $50 at GameStop. I should have done that. I never did, because I wasn't aware of it until like now. Now they're like $120, which is still not that bad, but it's also not great. Or I could do the other thing where I buy a broken one and I get a screen for it and I just swap the screen out, which is something I might do. It's cheaper. You're paying more for the screen though. It really just depends, because there's like a lot of things I need to do. Like I need to get a car, I need to do a bunch of shit. I have to check up on somebody about a thing on the 2nd. We should have ended the slump of cheap trash e-waste, so get that when you can. A car may be important, yeah. I'm just talking about stuff that I can do for like when I get Twitch payouts. I can like save those Twitch payouts for that little project. It's just something I might do. Then if I happen to do it, I will either like disassemble it on stream, or I will do a video of just me fixing it, installing homebrew on it, and all that stuff. Cause my 32 gigabyte SD card can only hold so many games, but I want to get a 128 gigabyte SD card. That way I can you know, that way I can do stuff. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm really good with electronics. I've been doing this for a very long time. I think I took apart my 2DS. I mean my 3D. I don't have a 2DS. My 3DS XL. I wish I had it. I'm probably gonna get a 2DS next. That'll be the next console I get. Because it's not like super expensive, and you actually get a whole with the. I gotta slow down because I'm fucking going a million miles an hour right now. So what you do is you get this homebrew, right? Since Nintendo took down the stuff, right? You can no longer access the E shop, so there's the H shop, which is the homebrew shop. And what you do is you just go and download the games. You can just do that. It's good. I love it. Hopefully it stays. But yeah, like I'd like to get a 2DS, right, and get every like North American and maybe a couple Japanese games. Because right now I'm kind of playing through Pokemon Green on my 3DS right now. It's good, but like I need to also like change the battery on the 3DS. It's old. I think I got this when I was in high school. Yeah, that's actually when I did get it. I got this back when I was like yeah, it was definitely my last summer job during high school. I ended up getting this. And it served me pretty well. I just kind of wish I kept the other one that I had. So I don't remember if I traded it in. I don't remember if my dad took it. Because I know my dad has some 2DSs, and I don't really want to talk to him. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. Do need to get a battery because I think the battery is kind of on its way out. It doesn't hold that much of a charge as it did before. Which batteries are like a dime a dozen. Take apart things you don't own and can't afford to break on accident, like a car or PC. You kind of have to be like smart with it. Like I've taken apart damn near everything in this room, and I was able to put it back together. But the two things I will not take apart right now is my Switch OLED and my PS5. Those will not be taken apart because I got, you know, because those are not shit I do not want to take apart right now. I've taken apart my original Switch when I used to have it before I gave it to somebody, but this one I'm just not taking apart. Neither is the other one. I've taken apart all my clone consoles to clean them and stuff. I've taken apart my Dreamcast, the PC Engine Mini, PS TV. I've taken apart the Wii. Taking apart a Wii U and putting it back together is a fucking nightmare. That's why I only did it once. I want to do that for a while. I've taken apart the PS3. I do have another PS3 that I eventually will be taking apart and cleaning and putting new thermal paste in it. As of right now, I'm not doing that because I just don't feel like fucking with it. Which I'd also have to get like, I'd have to get an SSD, and I'd have to install Homebrew on that as well. So there's so much of stuff, you know. I've taken apart these PCs multiple times. I've recently taking apart a PC and put it in a different case with different shit going on. Taking apart the laptop too. Yeah, I've taken apart a lot of shit and put it back together, but that's because I've been doing it for a very long time. And I have a lot of experience with being like very gentle with things, so I don't break it by accident. So I remember one time when I was like working on a laptop, I accidentally broke a ribbon cable, and that fucked me over for a while. You'd fuck with that all the time. Yeah, I wouldn't take apart anything that you're like actively using, because there's always a chance you could break it. There's always going to be that chance. Go ahead and get the arm going. Yeah, there's always going to be that chance you accidentally break something. Which, when I was a lot younger, the first time I took apart a laptop, I accidentally broke a ribbon cable in it. I had to wait to get enough money to order the ribbon cable to fix it. And then later on I found out the motherboard was like overheating, and that was not something I wanted to fuck with. Even with like new thermal paste application and everything, it was like still overheating. It was like a faulty motherboard. So I got like a different PC, and then like my sister kind of took the other one, so. I'll definitely have to fix the face at some point. When I get a little bit more into that. But yeah, it's definitely something. It's definitely something cool. I feel like I should almost make a video for a few of the things for the update. Because like now people are going to be able to do a lot on Linux, I feel. I feel like this is a start of something good. Like, yeah, somebody has like, I found a list just like, this is different from like a list of programs that somebody has mentioned, like, oh, these are the list of the best VTuber programs and stuff. Like, no, these are VTuber programs that work on Linux, and Linux, like, you know, and this work on Linux too. Through any way, shape, or form. Whether it's compiling something or getting something to work, it's just good stuff. Alright. We got the basic shapes down so I can start like actually lining it up. It'll make sense by the time I'm done. Let's see here. Start like right about here. That is too big for lines. See that? Well, not lie though. This week has been sort of stressful with just work and work alone. I've had nights that like work has been like, and, like the thing is like the job's laid back. I'm not gonna like complain about that. But what I will complain about is like if I'm telling somebody something like a million times over. I mean, please listen to what I'm saying. At least at the job, and it was kind of fucky. Kind of didn't like that. But sometimes you just have to get through it. So I don't really have the option to change jobs right now. If I ever wanted to. At least I'm not in the position to do that. It's definitely take me a little bit to get a few things right. It might be. It might be. I need some help. I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Oh yeah, I won't forget it. Automod kind of bopped you. I don't know why. I won't forget it. It'll happen. Could just grab my phone and just get a picture of the Master Sword as a third resource. Wouldn't be a bad idea. This is supposed to be a link to the past link, but Banshibu. Yeah, Lamoa. 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 Lamau. Alright. I still need to play the rest of Tears of the Kingdom. I don't even like... I played like the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom, went to the underground, and did a few things, and then just didn't fucking play it again. You can buy actual Master Swords. Here it is. Here's the big fuck-ass diamond. Let's look at the fucking eBay listing. Visit site. Here we go. I got it. We'll go based on that. That'll work. First town and stopped. Yeah, I ended up stopping at some point because like too much shit was going on at the time too. I do need to go back and play it because I have the amiibo over there. I have like the actual. I ended up. This is what I did. I pre-ordered the game on Switch. Actually, no. No, I didn't do that. I have the actual game. No, I pre-ordered the game through Amazon, and I pre-ordered the amiibo through GameStop. That's what I did. It was like the smartest fucking thing to do too, because like I knew I wasn't gonna get it at GameStop, but I knew the amiibo would still be there. So I was like, I'm gonna pre-order the amiibo. I'm gonna grab the amiibo, right? And then I pre-ordered the game via Amazon, so I got that shit in the mail. That's what I did. Now I will say the game's probably not bad, but it definitely wasn't as good as Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild kind of like sequels in Zelda games sort of don't do too good, unless it's like Majora's Mask or something. Generally, at least. Let's put that there, I guess. There's the big fuck ass diamond right there. There's definitely a thing here. Oh yeah, I have a theory on why like you know how Minish Cap is technically before Ocarina of Time in the timeline, I think. I think it's because the Force Sword eventually became the Master Sword. I mean, no, it became the Master Sword. Yeah. Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. If it started out, I need to look at the timeline again because like it's kind of fucky. I don't like the Master Sword. The Master Sword doesn't make sense. Yeah, but this is assuming. No, the Kokiri blade, I think, became that, but I'm not sure which is first. Yeah, I have Skyward Sword. I haven't played it on the Switch yet. I will say the game is much better than what people say it is. I mean, the game is much better than what people have said it was bad, because the game, I don't think the game's bad. You just have to learn how to fucking fly the bird. Uh-oh. It's been a bit since I've like messed with the Zelda game, really. That looks about right. It's got like a big guard to it. Yeah, I need to like I played Legend of Zelda 1, right? And I played the first one. Like I had like an early VTuber design that sort of resembled this one. It's like somewhere on my, it's like one of the earlier videos on my VOD channel. So I did that. And that was a good game. But I haven't played the second game all that much. I need to replay A Link to the Past. That game's peak. I need to play the entirety of the remake of shit, I think I consider it like the best Zelda game in my opinion. Link's Awakening. Like, unironically, Link's Awakening has it all and then more. You get the quirky stuff, you get the good shit. This will be a legally distinct Master Sword, I've decided it. So I don't feel like fixing my mistake. Yeah. Twilight Princess wasn't bad either. I played the Zelda CDI games before as well on stream. Those were good, like the remakes. The remakes are good. I will say that. It's really good to draw the hands first, because then you can like put where the sword placement's kind of at. I think the Zelda games I enjoyed the most was Majora's Mask, Link's Awakening. What else? I liked Breath of the Wild. That was pretty interesting. And Hyrule Warriors is always going to be good for me. Still need to play Age of Calamity though, because that's apparently before Breath of the Wild.
Dori 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 dori.
Dodi 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 dodi. Oh, the beanie offer team didn't work. Uh-oh. I know why. So I didn't open up Mix It Up. That's why. That's why it didn't work. Let me do that real quick. Uh-oh. Yeah, I forgot to open up something. I can fix it though. Uh-oh. The fuck? Here we go. I fixed it. I'm also opening up Mix It Up so I can fix that too. Yeah, I have hotkeys. It's always the good thing to fall back on in case something breaks. Gonna do that. I think Banshee Boo would like this. It's already coming together. Oh, I fucked that up. It's already coming together, you know? Just sneak that in. Oh, we're good. We're Gucci. The hands are much smaller than I anticipated. So, we're gonna do this. Watch this. That's kind of uncanny. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. We're just gonna go back to drawing it. I can fix it. Just fix the this hand's kind of big enough, you know. It's kind of got that good stuff going. I just have to get a little bit of that overlap and kind of fix that whenever I go back over it with another layer, I guess. But like, it'll do. I need to look at my okay, Mix It Up is open. I need to look at my my stuff. All right, there we go. Good stuff. I could fix this in post. I'm just gonna get the hand as big as possible. Yeah. Kinda get the arm going. It's gotta make it make sense, because like if it doesn't, it's gonna look a little weird. Now the face is gonna be a little weird because I have to fix it up. So, how do I do this? Maybe it kind of has like this cat mouth. Kind of make the eyes make a little bit more sense. Yeah. Yeah. Who am I drawing? I'm drawing Banshee Boo. As Link. Just need to like it's gonna make more sense when the color is gonna be applied. So right now it's gonna be Little off. Of course, I'll take my own little liberties with this because I'm the one drawing it. I definitely want to get one of those tools that can, like, you can move around the canvas without having to use your mouse. You kind of just, like, use your other hand to kind of do it. I don't have one of those yet, though. There we go. We got the line work done. What's up, Rain San, also? Kind of answered your question before I greeted you. Hello. It's gonna look wrong if you do it like that. Alright, now let's work on the color. Now, honestly, my favorite Link design is probably from A Link to the Past because of the pink hair. Pink hair literally sends it. Catch any interesting news in the last 24 hours? I'll tell you my news. So give me a minute. So, interesting developments within the last 24 hours. Game capture now properly works on OBS with VTube Studio with game capture. Reason being, when I click on this, you don't see a green screen pop up. Because this is straight up just game capture now. Also, it is fixed, yes. This is now a true game capture. I am not using a window capture with a chroma key anymore. This is actually better. Believe it or not, it's actually really good. Also, not only is that going to be updated in the document, maybe, I don't know. This is different. Different problem. But it works now. And I'm using it, of course. I think Ren was having it. Ren has issues on Nobara all the time, so I'm not sure what specific issue Ren was having. I'm pretty certain there's a way to fix it, though, because I'm pretty certain Ren is a little bit more knowledgeable on Linux than I am. Regardless, I had help with this, because somebody kind of walked me through it, and I kind of have the steps now to kind of get it done. which they will be in the document as they'll be credited. I don't, you don't know their name yet, but you will when I put it in the document. Or if they show up on the stream, I'll just, I'll just tell. Yeah, regardless. Not only was this updated, there's also a thing for hand tracking. Getting hand tracking working on Linux, which I'll show you what I mean. This is from Corbin. This will also be in the document because this works. It actually works. Also, full body tracking works too on Linux through VR. But that's another story. Somebody is working on that. They're going to help me submit it. I might might do a write-up on it as well, which I definitely will. I definitely have to rewrite the 3D section of it to kind of like walk people through on how to like get the VK capture working in text form. Now that I think about it, it's just laziness due to my part, but there are things happening, believe it or not. And it's crazy that like after Brody released the video, more people are now becoming more aware and interested. So, as far as I'm aware, Vinny's gonna make a video. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I don't know what the basic steps are gonna be. I don't know. If Vinny decides to make the video guides, I can literally put Vinny's video next to the parts of the guide that Vinny covers. Or add it as like a prerequisite, or something that people can look at. And eventually the guide will definitely turn into a wiki at some point. I don't know how to mess with that yet, but right now it's gonna be one big readme file until I make it into a wiki. Because apparently you can make a wiki page on Codeberg, which is interesting, because that would definitely make things a little bit easier for people to navigate, I think. I mean, the readme file is already easy to navigate because it's already sectioned off, but like that's gonna be down the line. But it's kind of crazy that after Brody releases the video, more people start to become aware of this to get this issue fixed on a lot of fronts. I would not be surprised in the next 6 months if Linux VTubing started to take off even more than it has right now. And the reason being is because more people are going to realize, oh, I don't have to use Windows anymore. I can use Linux. This is fucking huge. This is a game changer for a lot of people. And the more information we have out, the more with like compatibility and stuff. As long as the ecosystem on Linux doesn't like dramatically change in the next couple years, we'll be good. We'll be fine. As long as things always change for the better, at least. It's some good shit. Really good stuff. I do want to show you the video that Corbin did. I won't show you the one where he talks, but I'll show you the one where he moves his hands. Give me a second. Let's see here. Corbin, I mean. Let's see here. Okay. Now don't be alarmed, it is a furry on the screen, but furries are smart, so there's that. So if you look at this, right? This isn't Linux. This isn't Linux. This is Corbin. Hand tracking in Linux. That's in Linux right now. Hand tracking in Linux is possible. I think this is like through VC Face. This is something that I use. This is big. That's huge. That is something like if I got hit, like if I got blindsided by one thing that's working right now for me, I did not expect to get blindsided when I reached out to this person to go, oh, they already had the solution for this. You know? It's like, it's very crazy. A lot of people on the video that Brody had kind of had, like a lot of people do like the whole, like, situation like that, like in a hater to non-hater ratio. There was a lot of non-haters on my videos, but a lot of haters started popping up on the shorter videos that Brody posted, which is interesting because they don't know shit while they're talking. You get to see that the person, like the people who like hate on it, just have never watched a VTuber in their life. Music also stopped playing. Why did it stop? I didn't do the thing. I'll just do this. We'll listen to some music. Some music. I want to listen to something good. Oh, I like this. I haven't checked any of them. I check comments every now and then. I got a few haters. One of them says, you actually listen. I see. So you heard everything I was talking about then in depth, in detail too. A lot of it just makes sense. Like, well, when you think about this, right? There's this one person on one of the comments who's like, "Oh, what if you know, why is this person using a picture to hide their face?" And I'm like, "This is life," and I'm like, "Huh? Huh?" Like, no, it's like people VTube for various reasons, or they use VTubers for various reasons. For me, it's to help. Yes, it's internet. You should have seen some of. I did not see that yet, but I might look at it later. My comments are mild in comparison to a lot of them, I would say. You VTube for anonymity. Same thing. Like, I do that too. I used to be a webcam streamer, believe it or not. Then a certain amount of things happened, and I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. It's too dangerous, for me at least. I'd rather just use a VTuber model, be a little more expressive with the way I talk, because before, when I wasn't like that, I was just sitting there not saying much of anything. Now I'm just like talking a lot on stream. I was a lot less engaging when I was a webcam streamer, unless people were making me mad, which that was different because people used to rage bait me all the time, and it worked for a while at least, until I grew out of that shit and it was like, fuck that shit. Rage baiting people can literally ruin their whole fucking day. One of the things you enjoy about VTubing is that the streamer can look so distinct. You're so sick of staring at a bearded man. Yeah, but like, but Brody's the exception, though. Brody's the honorary VTuber. Bearded man number 1654. That's fucking savage. It's wild. Yeah. Like, it's a huge difference, too, because, like, people have been saying before to me, like, oh, you won't do anything as a VTuber, you know, you should go back to webcam, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. For a variety of reasons. One of them is because I like VTubing. Because I discovered the technology, I got really into it, I watched a Zentreya stream, saw that she was doing 3D VTubing, and I was like, what is this? What is this? Huh? And then I was like, okay, let me look into this, right? And I was like, oh, this stuff costs a lot of money. This stuff costs a lot of money. And I stumbled upon VRoid. VRoid like just came out of beta by the time I looked at it. And I was like, oh, I could start testing this out. And I think if I pull up my Discord. Alright, if I pull up my Discord, right? And I go to, where the fuck is it at? It gets so hard to tell Fleshy's apart versus telling VTubers apart. Yes, it is. This is my Discord. I'm trying to pull something up. I'm trying to find it because it has all my models that I used to use. There it is. I used to have a channel where I posted models. Why didn't that work? Hold on. There we go. It works now. It works. Don't worry about it. So I used to have a channel where I used to post my models all the time, and these are what my models used to look like. I was also experimenting with stuff. Thank you for redeeming the Dappa Giga. But yeah, I used to experiment with a lot of things in Vroid. Here's the one Sane made me a long time ago. But I used to experiment with stuff. This is like very early Kylo.
Good fuck.
This is very early Kylo and Echo stuff. Like you could definitely see like where things have changed along the lines, because I have a I have like a 3D model. I have like a recent 3D model as well. there's the dog. The dog doing? I think this was my first time messing with this is my first time messing with 3D stuff.
What the fuck does this look like? He's got fucking Riz.
I got the Riz. But yeah, this is like my first time messing with 3D at that point. At least the first time messing with 3D with that model. I mean, I was messing with 3D long before then, because I made models for people like Lowy Reviews. Here's Sane's model. Here's my Link model. Here's my Neko Arc one. VTubers is Oni, Geary, and Captain Hannah. Oh damn. Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, people have that stigma. Here's all the models. You know how much experimenting I did with VTubing? Oh my drawing tablet disappeared. I'm not taking it back. Who cares? But like, your tablet got eaten by your hoodie. It did. I could probably bring it back. It's not a big deal. I got my beanie back on.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yes. I still have the bandage though. But yeah, I used to experiment with a lot of stuff, as you can see. Here's this fucking abomination. But yeah, I have like a lot of stuff I used to experiment with. You might see some clips of me using this model. You might see some clips of me using one of these models. This is before I even landed on
Pappy Rappy.
This is, yeah, I made Parappa. I was like, the Parappa stream, made Parappa. This shit was funny. I used to be like this, so at first I was trying to be like a Mega Man Legends kind of cyber person, and then I turned into a cyber cat. Then it progressively went to a dark elf, or like some sort of elf, you know, kind of like Link and stuff. Then it started to pique my interest of more things, and I was like, okay, all right, you know, let me try a chibi model.
Stream, you should come to VCU. Woo.
I might, yeah. But like, and then I started messing with stuff, and then I one day I had a thing where I was like, oh, you know, this was the very first Kylo and Echo model, because I was like, this is the it took me all these models to mess with, right? All this stuff, going hours of working in Vroid to land on this. This was the beginning. This is the beginning that nobody saw. Like, I was streaming, people may have seen the model, but like, people at first told me that the model was very uncanny, so I went ahead and redid the model. This is the model people may have seen at first, because this was the more, like, I guess, like, less uncanny version of it. But it definitely did, like, work and stuff. And, you know, I got some other stuff, like, got like a Jotaro JoJo thing here. did that a while ago. This was me, like, mapping stuff out with my model. So I was like taking some stuff, you know, kind of like, you know, giving, this is like definitely a big reference sheet I made. All the expressions I have. This is when the accident happened. The accident happened when I was messing with this model. So I think it was this model here, right? Less polygonal though. The accident happened when I had moved one of the ears, and I moved the other ear just to see what it looked like, and it looked like very similar. This is the origin point of Kylo Neko. This is where Kylo Neko was born, technically. I need to like actually write lore, but like on a technical standpoint, in an artistic one, this is where it like started, and then it progressed into this. And then I ran with it because it's honestly a really good design in my opinion. Now everything else is very much experimental, uncanny stuff. This is the very first model I ever made. The very first one. The absolute ground zero model. I used it because I was trying out VTubing and I was very curious. The hoodie, the one thing that has stuck. Crusty, very crusty, yeah. The one thing that has stuck between all these models though is because I really like this hoodie design, and you can see that when you start looking at these models. Oh no, that's very uncanny. You're not looking at that. Anyways, that's some sort of abomination. I need to delete that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't like really leak my face. I mean, my face is already out there. I don't really care. But like, at the same time, it's not even exact. So, but yeah, definitely a lot of things. Definitely like where the design is stuck. Like you see the red hoodie here. You see it back here. You see it here. You see it here, mainly here. Then it got evolved into here. And then it stuck. It got even better and stuff. And then, you know, eventually it progressed so much that it's now a live 2D model, and a 3D model was made later on for me, and I already had a really good version of it. So it's like, it's really cool, you know, some cool stuff. But yeah, that was definitely a lot of experimenting. And like when you go into VTubing, it's not exactly like, you're not gonna immediately know what you're gonna do. Like I've been doing this for a while now. It's about 4 years. That's 4 years of stuff that you just saw. About 4 years of stuff, I mean. There are some things that were not put there, because I just stopped doing it. Regardless, okay, that's the right color. Regardless, it does take time to get into VTubing, and that was like when I was using Windows and stuff, and I was like experimenting and doing all that stuff. Now we're here with a live 2D model. I do have a PNG as well. That's a really good one, and I have a really good 3D model that I think is like pretty nice. So like, it definitely takes a lot, and if you put the effort into VTubing, you're going to make something out of it. No matter how big or small you are, you're going to do something very impactful, whether it's for a community or whether it's for like your friends or people that, you know, generally watch you. You're definitely gonna do something very impactful, because I literally started from nothing, absolutely nothing. And I'm still sort of starting from nothing in a way, but like it's still a little bit more than what it was before. I'll say that. So if like somebody like tries to say, oh, you know, you're not gonna do anything, you're not gonna be anything, like you just if you really like VTubing, just stay with it, stick with it. Who cares what somebody else thinks? Just do what you like, do what you love to do. If somebody hops in your DMs, says some shitty shit to you, throw that shit right in the garbage. It's not even worth your time. What's worth your time is the things you love to do. That's all that matters. If you love doing it, you'll keep doing it. It won't matter, it will not matter how many times somebody says something bad to you, you'll continue to do it. You'll continue to be VTubing, you'll continue to make content, you'll continue to do things that you just love to do, because it is the thing that drives you every day. For me, I've been doing content creation in general Yeah, my YouTube upload schedule hasn't been like amazing outside of, like the VOD channel and stuff. But like, whenever I do get a video completed and uploaded, I upload it because I've been making content for about 8 years. With varying degrees of like success, of course. I mean, it's nothing's written in stone, nothing's like handed to you. You have to work for it. People who get into VTubing with the wrong mindset might think that you can get into it and just all of a sudden blow up. It almost never happens. Unless you're with a corpo. Or if you have to join a corpo, then leave the corpo and then come back, then all of a sudden, you know, people know, you know, who you were, and then you're pretty much set. But yeah, it definitely takes a lot. Like people, like, you know, getting people to know you and stuff like that as well. And I think the most important thing is like, because a lot of people are like always asking, well, how are VTubers successful? And it's because they're doing their own thing. They're doing a thing that they are really good at doing. If you try to emulate that, I mean, some people might have success for that, but you're better off like discovering your own self with that kind of stuff, and then kind of just doing your own thing. Because the most genuine content you're gonna get is the stuff that that like literally comes from, like, you know, from the creative mind of yourself. Like, people might be able to, like, oh yeah, follow this, like, you go on Twitter, oh, here's the thread on what you need to do as a VTuber. Like, you don't need to read any of that stuff. Like, yeah, there is some like basic etiquette and rules, and there's basic stuff like you know, it's just basic etiquette and stuff. But like, regardless of that, you know, as long as you're able to have fun doing it, you know, it's just, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. What you, depending, you know, if you have a goal as well, you might want to go for that goal too. Hello, Ranson. I see you've returned. You have returned. Yes. Yeah, I was just talking about, like, you're like, if you're a VTuber, you're better off like doing your own thing, that because you're gonna be successful. Now, if something doesn't work, you definitely want to change and try other things. At least if it doesn't work for you in that sense. And yeah, basically the only way to really be successful in anything, like, it's still hard to do content creation. I don't make any money off YouTube. It's just, it can be difficult, you know. But I do it for the love of the game. I love it. I love this shit. It's so cool. I love this shit. It's so nice. I just like, I just hope like in the future, like it'll be a lot easier for people to really get into it, because some people like, I've noticed like a long time, like for the past 4+ years, I mean, of VTubing, there's this trend, this downward trend of people graduating because they give up because they don't hit their goals. They give up because they because something, I mean, this is outside of stuff that has happened in their life. We're not talking about that. We're talking about like directly related to the content that they are creating. It's only related to that. Like they accept, the people who expect success overnight are never going to actually get that, and they'll just end up graduating. It almost never happens. It's very crazy. It's very crazy to think about. It's not like anything against anybody, but what I'm saying is like very truthful. You have a good time, Neko? You're ducking out for a while? Yeah. Yeah. Have a good night, Decaf Leon. How you doing? Yeah, have a good night, Decaf Leon. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you later. Have you seen it, or do you know anyone that uses a VTuber setup where eyes follow nose, mouth follows audio input? Actually, no camera being used. Yeah. That's V Magic Mirror. It's on the guide. It literally just follows mouse movement and audio. Yeah, it's V Magic Mirror. Yeah, somebody made a video on that, and it works. Yes. But yeah, like, I may have talked about some things that people don't typically talk about when it comes to VTubing, but I still think it's very important that people need to know what, like, your expectations are your own. You can only do so good as much as you can expect of yourself. If you're not putting any work into it, you're going to have issues. If you start putting work into it, start making more of an effort as much as you can, not counting outside factors like me getting tired from work. I just, I lose time from content creation when I go to bed, but I still need it to be healthy. Both mentally and physically. But whenever I do try to get something out, I try to like put 110% into it. Especially with this guide recently. Like this guide, I'm putting everything into it. Like if somebody comes up with something, I will do what I can to try to make sure that somebody can VTube on Linux as much as possible. Because right now, outside of like maybe making videos, maybe like going to collabs and stuff, making sure that people have a good ecosystem to VTube on, especially on Linux, it's very important. Very important for everybody. Just gonna look at your guide and check. Yeah. I believe it might be. I think it was. Yeah. If not, I can like test it. But like, yeah, it's definitely one of the things that you can do. You use V Magic Mirror and kind of just do that. I'm pretty certain it's one of those. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see here. Yeah, Game Capture's getting an update pretty soon. Good in-depth guide could be Cybercun. Uses Manjaro. So it's Arch.
Okay.
Yeah, they use Manjaro.
As you've probably read one version.
Wait, yeah, but it's an exe file, I think. Yeah, you're adding it to Luitris. It's the same steps. Regardless if you're on Manjaro or not, it's the same steps as any other distribution. You just run it through Luitris and you can just get it to work. Yeah. That's why I included it, because I was going through these videos on YouTube and I was like, wait, this is interesting. This has to go in the guide. I don't know how they did it, but I'm gonna put it in the guide anyways. Yeah, I have Luitris on my system. It's always a good idea to keep Steam, Luitris. You mean no? Didn't say anything. You have no plans. Kappa. I see. Well, if you do happen to be a VTuber at some point, I know free resources. But yeah, I have Luitris, I have Bottles, and of course Steam. Or even a concept. You can always, like, at the very beginning, it's always a good idea to draw the concept yourself, and if you can't draw, write it out. Take like a piece of paper and start writing what you think the idea would be, and then see if you can have somebody draw that for you for very cheap, and then try to like create the character in Vroid is like a good start, because all that it might also maybe like having somebody draw it for you. It may or may not cost any money for the drawing. I don't know. But outside of that, like VTubing literally costs nothing when you're starting out. It can cost stuff, but like if you're starting out, I'd suggest don't like spend a lot of money on it. It's like a light blue. Yeah, light blue. Ooh, I like this. I'm keeping this. This unironically looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and fill the other part in with like darker blue. Yeah. It's just a curiosity as a consequence of knowing you're in for a long time. Before I even started messing with VTubing, I had a podcast that I used to run, which is on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel still. During the podcast, I joked about becoming a VTuber. It no longer became a joke when I started messing with the programs. I'm just gonna say that. I put my foot in the door and I got fucking grabbed and I got pulled in. It was a very surprising entry point outside of like that. Like I'd see Zentrea, then I would see, okay, maybe I'm getting a little curious on this. What are VTubers? So at first watching VTubers was kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of weird for me. Kind of weirded me out a little bit. Then I started watching them more. And then I no longer was weirded out by it, because now I can kind of watch any VTuber stream, really. To me, it wasn't. It was just a huge weave from the transition naturally. Like, I used to not, like, I don't watch as much anime as I should, but I do watch anime. If that makes sense. Like, I still need to finish the rest of Mob Psycho 100, because I'm almost done with it. I'm almost done with Mob Psycho 100. I'm almost done. I mainly I'd like watch like the older stuff on Toonami, which is like the 4Kids kind of thing, but late at night, in a way. It was very, very interesting. Yeah, like struck at home. Everyone is staring at the screens. Yeah. Yep. 2020. But for me, it was 2021. 2021 is when I was like really looking into it, I think. Yeah, it's about like that. Yeah. 2020, like late 2020 to 2021. I mean. If I'm remembering this correctly. It's been a while. Caused anime production slow down, so naturally ended up watching VTubers instead of anime. Yeah, I've watched a little bit more anime recently than I have in like a long time. Like for a while, I was only exposed to Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Mobile Fighter G Gundam, the original Gundam show as well, Digimon, Pokemon. This is like the normal stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh. But Mob Psycho 100 is fucking amazing. You should watch it. Was a drought. Yeah, it definitely was. Even more so with the whole like SAG-AFTRA kind of thing, with the whole strike. I don't think it really helped anybody with that kind of deal going on. Might make the eyes a little bit bigger here. Yeah. As you can see, Banshee Boo is a boo. It makes more sense now, doesn't it? Is this Deltarune? No. This is one of my friends. Oh, you're just confused. Yeah, yeah. It happens, it happens. It's okay. No, I can't wait until somebody from like that video discovers I'm streaming and they just pop in my chat and say some stupid shit and I just ban them without saying anything. Can't wait for that to happen one of these days. No, you're good. You're good, Ransan. You're good. It's just very surprising how well VTubing works on Linux right now. Just gonna say that. And go ahead and fix the outline as well real quick. The Linux audience is an interesting one. It is, yeah. It's like you're on a teeter-totter, right? Yeah. It's like you're on a teeter. There's a good chunk full of other older people that like Foss too seriously and also just like anime. Yeah. What's the anime shit? I ain't watching no anime. Get that anime off my screen. Like, no, just head out of your ass, please. Different generations react to different things. It's also crazy that I have that I had that much range in my voice. Oh yeah, there was a voice acting thing I should have done. Oops. Maybe next time. I like forgot about something. I kind of wonder if I have enough time to submit anything to them. On the other side, there's a growling amount. I read that wrong. A growing amount of Linux users who are obsessed with putting anime girls into their NeoFetch screenshots. Yeah. I have an anime girl on my laptop. You know what I am. That's funny. It's like one of the catchy OS screenshots where she's got like the cat ears, it's blue. She's got like a mask on. It's like the default wallpaper, basically. One of them at least. It looked really good. They have like other versions on catchy OS for wallpapers. I have to like send you a. Ravimo is leading the change. Yes, leading the charge. Yeah, Ravimo. The hero we all needed. with all the anime women. I don't think I've met Ravimo that much. I know I've heard of them though. I've seen some of their wallpapers. Ooh, that's the wrong layer. Either way, it works, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I've like talked to Ravimo. I think I've like only seen their wallpapers. I know they're in Brody's Discord. Or they might be in Brody's or Vinny's Discord. I can't remember actually. Oh, I see. Based. Among the Linux weebs. I mean, by default, I'm a Linux weeb, right? I'm kind of like already there. The weeb. Weeaboo Jones. Bet you don't know where that's from. I used to watch a shit John Weeaboo. Do you know where Weeaboo Jones is from? Do you know what YouTube channel that introduced that to me? Know who the fuck Weeaboo Jones is? Because Automod is fucking stupid. Somebody got canceled on Twitter because of Automod. That's why I have to like click on shit every now and then. Because they weren't paying attention to Automod, and Automod ended up blocking a term that it probably shouldn't have done it. And somebody got so fucking anal about it, they went ahead and canceled the VTuber for it. So fucking stupid. They're like, oh, they haven't acknowledged anything. And I'm like, probably don't want to get harassed. They could just acknowledge that Automod is garbage and just fix it, though. You know? Yeah, it's very. That might be her. That might have been the one. It was still stupid. Like, Automod is legitimately, like, it's good for some things, but Automod, Automod's garbage. It's just bad. It just sucks sometimes. Automod just sucks, in my opinion. Like, it's good to catch, like, the things. It might have been. I don't know. It might have been. I can't remember the details all the way, but that might have been the thing. Regardless, I do think, like, Automod is kind of garbage. That's why I have to go and, like, click on and improve some things. Now, obviously, when I had that one asshole in chat, that had to just straight up ban. Because apparently they changed their name, so they didn't like their name. They went and fucking changed their name anyways. Like, okay, you're gonna get fucking mad at me because I said your name wrong? I'm not gonna, like, approve Automod for that kind of shit. Because that was straight up just, like, at me. But if it's, like, you're talking about something and it's not breaking TOS, I don't really I'm not gonna say anything about it. It's not breaking TOS or affecting a group of people. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, that might have been that person. I just can't remember. But Automod really fucked up. And somebody got like really anal about it on Twitter, and I'm like, it's Automod, it's garbage. What? This would be different if it was like an actual. It would have been a completely different situation if it was an actual block term. It would have been completely different. That whole situation would have been fucking different. But it wasn't. It was just Automod being garbage. But yeah, yeah, that's about as relevant as that's gonna get for that kind of conversation. I don't even watch Silverbill. I just know Silverbill's left to be shoujo at some point. Yeah. Get that collarbone. Get that collarbone. Alright. We'll do the sword last, I think. It seems like the most reasonable thing, because there's a lot of area to cover with this green. We've got a light green. I got a lime green actually. It's like it's actually more on the yellow side. Not like that, like there actually. Oh. But yeah, yeah. Twitch ain't perfect, but it's got its ups and downs. It's kind of vibing, so I can think of something else to talk about. I am kind of I'm very curious about the 2DS right now. Like I know it's like a 3DS, right? Without the 2D, and I used to have one. But like I feel like it's just gonna be a better console to like hold in my hands. Unironically though, I think the 3DS might be a better console, like portably, than the fucking Switch. Like you can literally fit that shit in your pocket. Can't really fit a Switch in your pocket though. Yes. Yes, I would have. Reason being is in the event. Yeah, and that's the world that Linux isn't unusable. Yeah. I mean that's a thing too. If I was ever presented with the option before the Steam Deck was even presented, like if I had ever known about it or like decided to look into it, the Steam Deck was not a thing, I probably wouldn't have switched to Linux until Windows 12. That's probably what would have happened, because like Windows 12 is probably going to be like this thing where you pay to use it, I think. Like that's probably what would have happened. I probably would have like got really fed up with Windows 11, or I would have waited until Windows 12 before I like decided to go to Linux and try it out. Like I will not use Windows 11. I refuse. I have a Windows 10 computer that has like Windows updates locked down and shit. That's the only Windows computer I have. I will not use 11. 11 is very bad. Well, that's a general consensus. It can, yeah. But that's the general consensus, though, because like with recall and stuff, you start seeing a bunch of other Linux people start talking about it too, and I was like, okay, this is the general consensus then, that like after Windows 11, Windows 12 will be subscription based. Like there might be a version where you could use like the general stuff on like on your computer and stuff without all the extra shit, but then you have to like pay for a subscription to unlock everything else. That's what the general consensus seemed like. And that is what my conclusion would be like for that kind of thing, at least. Like it may not actually be a thing, and that might be a good thing. But at the same time, like it's probably gonna have Windows Recall. It's gonna have telemetry to it. You can't disable a telemetry or something's gonna break. You can't disable recall or something's gonna break. Microsoft has to know what you're doing on your computer 100% of the time, which at the same time can both be a good or bad thing, which mostly is a bad thing. It's fucking spyware. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what will happen. Yeah, that's likely what will happen then. Like there'll be a single purchase license, but you only get so much. And then there'll be a subscription license where you get more. But not yet. They are trying to be more like Apple, though. Remember when Windows was like, "Hey, we're not gonna get rid of Windows 10. It's gonna be forever." That was a lie. They're getting rid of Windows 10 at the end of next year. They're no longer going to offer support for it for various things. Yep. I didn't really believe it either, but I really hoped for a long time. Be fair, Windows 10's been out for a while, but like Windows 11 really dropped the ball. Like Windows 11 probably would have been a good OS if they never put recall on it. But alas, they suck ass. Bars. Regardless though, Linux is free and you get more out of it. You get way more out of it than you'd expect. Way more. And even more so nowadays. You get a lot more out of Linux now than you ever did before. You can play games, you can do video editing, you can do drawing, you can do VTubing on it. You can stream on it. You have a whole ass library of Steam games. Games that work on Lumitris, games that work on bottles. Emulators. Get everything. You get a Photoshop editor, you get a free drawing app. And then people are like, I mean, it's possible. I mean, Caden Live's probably the most stable. It's not as efficient. Yeah, Caden Live basically is probably the most stable though, out of all of it. Like, yeah, DaVinci Resolve can work, but it's like a hoop you gotta jump through. There's other video editors, but Caden Live is like the most like that's the most like Sony Vegas. Now, if I ever have like significant issues with Caden Live, I do have a Windows computer that can like get Sony Vegas on it. Yeah, DaVinci has too many hoops. Yeah. Like, it works in Obara. But just use Caden Live if you're on Linux. It works just fine. Just make sure you save after you make every edit, though. Actually, if your video file is longer than 2 hours, make sure you save frequently, because you will 100% crash and you'll definitely want to keep your work. Because I have a video that I'm editing and it's been crashing on me because I've been moving files around. I mean, moving stuff around to kind of like shorten it to find good clips, and it's been crashing. Worst case scenario, I just turn the Windows computer on. I just edit videos that way. Absolute worst case scenario, but right now Caden Live is okay still. I've edited a few videos on it. It's not really giving me much of an issue outside of maybe it's crashing every now and then. Personal files, short videos using an editor called Shotcut. Yeah, Shotcut's on here too, yeah. Super simple needs, yeah. But I have videos I need to edit, like if I were to open up Caden Live right now. I'm only 10% done. I have all that to go through. It's gonna be a funny ass video though. Be prepared. You're not ready for it. I'm just gonna say that you're not ready for this. This is 4 video files, by the way, and I'm only that far done. I still have to go through this and edit it in Linux. It's Halo stuff. I did like a full Halo playthrough with friends. I definitely need to, like, after I get all the clips together, I need to do a thing at the beginning and a thing at the end. But yeah, that's gonna be like one of the videos, one of the longer videos. I mean, because I do like if you look at my YouTube channel, you're gonna see like tutorial stuff and funny videos. 'Cause that's what I like to do. And maybe like a few other things there too. My first video was a funny video though. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Mistake. Edited on a shitty laptop. Well, I recorded the gameplay on an easy cap and used a free version I found online of Sony Vegas 13. Then when I did the podcast, I was learning a whole bunch of editing tricks too. In Vegas, at least. Some of those kind of carry over to Caden Live, though. Master Sword's like purple, right? Yeah. Yeah, but I know how to video edit. I've been doing this shit for a while. I just haven't like buckled down to like edit videos all the time. Because anytime I edit a video, it takes away from the stream. And I mainly stream a lot of stuff, but I need to be able to make sure I'm able to also edit a lot of stuff. And I've yet to find the perfect balance for that kind of stuff yet. Which will take a while. Yeah, you see that now? That's cool. Yeah, you gotta take a look at your analytics. See what does well, see what works, see what people are interested in. At the same time, do what you like to do. Don't let people push you into a corner thinking that you could, not do a certain thing you want to do. That's saying that you're better off doing one thing rather than the other. Don't listen to that shit. It's literally a scam. They are scamming you out of your talent. They tell you not to do it. I know for a fact that that was going to happen to me if I just didn't stick with it. Oh, you're not good at doing this. You shouldn't be doing it. You're better at doing the old thing. Fuck the old thing. The new thing's better, in my opinion. The old thing was giving me literal mental problems. To get it out of your sight, I see, I see. Okay, this is like a green striped thing. Yeah, whatever you want to do, basically. But like, Never let somebody tell you can't do something. As long as it's within reason and it's not against the law. Those are the only stipulations. Everything else is pretty much fair game if you're, you know, doing it right. Web dev knowledge, it comes in handy because there's a browser extension that let me override how a website appears. Ah, that's really cool, actually. That's really cool. Let me get rid of all this extra shit now. Just gonna erase all the other stuff. It's the wrong layer. Oh no. Okay, well I guess I'm just going to be really careful now. Just go back over it if I happen to erase something, I guess. Didn't realize I was doing this in the same layer. Oops. Let's touch it up before I present it to Banshee Boo. And I erase all the other pencil marks, really. I can kind of go back over it with the colors and be good. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and just start fixing stuff. I have to like get the inside of that green actually, but you know, at first when I saw web dev, I almost said weeb dev. You got some weeb dev knowledge. I had like a family member come into my room one day, and like they were visiting to pick up some stuff, and I was like, "I'm running Linux now." And they kind of just nodded and looked at me. They're like, "All right, what do I say? What do I do?" Linux. There you go. Now I can sign it. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm listening to this to them. I'm still here. Alright. Now we can work on the next one. That's 4. Alright. We are halfway done. Go ahead and do this real quick. I can probably do Zwaz real quick. Zwaz is like probably the simplest of all of them. Here we go. Alright. Let's just have use Zwaz next. Okay, so I get this is the latest spam text I got from. I'll be so glad when I'm not using Twitter anymore after they implement that change. Hello, I'm Zhou Ying from Hong Kong. I went to meet some friends of the opposite sex with similar personalities immediately. Which country are you in now? I'm 38 years old. How old are you? What the fuck? Huh? Hello, buddy. Are you looking for Twitch overlay? May I drop my portfolio? Every one of those are scams. They're all scams. No, I didn't meet anybody on stream. This is a message I got on Twitter. It's a message I got on Twitter. I kind of want my drawing pad back. Let me see here. I can make a toggle real quick. I'm doing that. You want to see a toggle being made live? Let me make sure I'm at least centered. There we go. Let's see here. tablet. Hotkey action. Let's see here. Toggle item scene. Item scene. Tablet. Key. That key will do. Wait. I just hit home, right? Why the fuck would you hit Windows for anything? See, I don't want it to be on any numbered keys. Just print. Page down, page up. Print could work. That is not what I meant to do. Actually, no, it cannot work. Fuck it. I'm just gonna make it like something else. Something on the numpad will do. Let's make that. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. What is that, like a delete key? If I press this button, nothing. I could, like... What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm running out of keys. I like hit 2 keys at the same time or something. Subtract? No, I haven't added subtract. What about multiply? Multiply? So if I hit that, like, there we go. Does that activate anything else though? Let me see if that activated anything else. Nope, it didn't. All right, we're good. Multiply will do. So what the fuck do I have on divide? Oh, I see what I do. The retro hoodie. Interesting. Anyways, I did that. So now, whenever I hit multiply, I can just toggle this item on now. My life has been easier now. Easy. Easier. Really easy. Let me go ahead and see if I can grab Zawa's stuff. I can go ahead and just close one of these. Let's see here. Why am I using that? I can just grab this and just do that. That will do. I will take your Oktoberfest picture and we will run with that. I think I remember how Zwal looks too. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting design. I'm gonna do this. I just feel like making this cool, so we're gonna do that. Everything else has been making this cool too. I just want to make this in a specific way. It's like the ears are kind of back like that. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of perspective in that now. Big ol' hands. So I'll probably do this drawing, and then I'll probably, maybe if I have enough time to do another one. I don't think this one's gonna take me very long though, considering like designs are kind of different. But it might take me longer depending on how into it I get into it. You know, if I get really into it, it's gonna take me a little bit. Just like when the sparks go off and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing this one and an ending. So we have at least another hour or two going. Got a good old hour or two. Not bad, you know. Not bad. It won't be bad for like a 4-ish hour, 3-ish hour stream. So I definitely want some sort of perspective with this. As well as a ghost. A ghost. Ooh. A ghost. Oh. Ooh. It's gonna be like they're wearing clothes, like they had like that, like something draped over them. Make sure their tail sticks out. Got that coiled up tail. Make sure we get that tail going. You know what game I might start playing tomorrow? I might start playing Shin Megami Tensei. It's been long enough for me to play an RPG. I might play that. It's like Pokemon but demons. I think people would like that. But we're gonna play the Maniac mode because I want Dante. Definitely play the Maniac mode version of the game. Like right out the gate. That's what I might do. Because I have it on the Switch. We might do that tomorrow. It's gonna be really interesting too, I think, because I don't think I really played it. Yeah, this was not gonna take me very long at all. Oh, give it a little bit of a ghost face kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, I like this. So instead of a black outline, we're gonna do a blue one. Maybe a dark blue. About that color. I ironically like that line there better. Like little ghosts. This might not even take me an hour. I'll make it as if that's in the cloth too. Why not? It's gonna be a separate layer. It's gonna be this one. Uh-oh. Now we can color it all in. Eventually I need to finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I never really got around to finishing that. Hand's kind of cramping up. Probably like holding the pin too tightly. Don't really need to be doing that. Need to stop doing that. Yeah. Yeah, by this weekend there will definitely be an update to the Linux Guide to VTubing. 100%. But yeah, the next game stream we do will be Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Need to have like a contrast. This seems to be like more like a ghost. What I'll likely be doing after stream though is I'll be chilling out in a group call. With some people. I do need to play more Sparking Zero on stream as well. That might happen like this weekend as well. Just depends on what's going on. Next month. For the majority of next month, I need to play more FF14 because I have been severely lacking in that department. I need to finish the rest of the expansion. I might do like a whole month of FF14 or like just try to finish the stuff. So I renewed I renewed the subscription, but I didn't like touch the game. All right, good shit. Can I just like can touch this up? I'm trying to rename a paint layer. What? I ain't trying to do all that shit. I ain't trying to rename shit. All right. I'm done with this. Alright, I'm gonna find somebody who I can raid. I always forget that I don't have my stuff lazily done anymore. Let's see here. Wow, there we go. Then I can go ahead and do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and find somebody who I can raid. Really do appreciate everybody coming by. Really do. This is like a chill stream, sort of, to kind of make me wind down from work. Because work has been hectic. Hopefully tomorrow won't be that bad. But let me see who I can raid. Goodbye, YouTube. If you were watching, I really do appreciate you watching. I hope you all have a good night.